The Split Rail Fence and the Ferocious Old Man by Aaron Vlek. It may happen that you retire to your bed earlier than usual. You toss and turn, unable to relax into that deep, refreshing cloud of slumber. Hours tick past, yet you remain awake. Whatever you do, rise not from your bed to stroll about the grounds as you sometimes do, for you may wander far beyond your orchard. So taken are you with the gentle breeze and the fragrant grasses as they wilt with dew. In time you may come to the pathway that leads to the village and other places well known to you. You may marvel at the moonlight as it falls across the path, shining, luminescent, and so lovely to behold. You will forget the purpose of your nocturnal wandering and fail to notice the split rail fence that runs along the pathway, though you have not seen any such fence before. As you continue on your way, you do not notice that you have taken a wrong turn when there was no turn to take along that solitary road. The trees sway in the darkness, brushing your face lazily with their pale leaves as you continue on, refreshed and mindless of the eyes upon you, until he passes by, a ferocious old man fiendishly pedaling an ancient bicycle. His tattered cloak catches the light of the moon, and you stumble out of the way before he runs you down. You're startled, surprised to see anyone out this late at night. The old man is unknown to you, but can that be? A stranger in these parts where everyone is known to one another? Be warned against any wish to retrace your steps and return home just yet, the sight of the split rail fence finally causing you alarm as you behold it for the first time. If you do wander back down that moonlit path, you will in time come to your home, the garden doors wide open as you left them. You will climb the stairs to your chamber and crawl into bed and fall into a deep, relaxing sleep. However, on the morrow, you will meet your wife in the village for tea, and she will insist upon a new shop that has just opened, called the Split Rail Fence, and over scones and marmalade she will complain of having just been almost run down by a ferocious old man on an ancient bicycle. Your countenance will pale, and your wife will ask if you are ill. You will brush her off and make some excuse to return home, where you will once again climb the stairs and take to your bed for a nap, certain that you are still dreaming from the night before. You will slumber unawares and dream not of anything that you can recall. Time passes, and your wife calls you down to supper. You dress and descend the stairs and join her where your oldest son has appeared for a surprise visit from London. His presence is a welcome distraction until he mentions the new book he has just published with Routledge, a novel entitled The Split Rail Fence. You will start as with great fright and tip over your wine glass, sending the footman scurrying. You will apologize profusely, but your hand will shake and you will attempt to hide it from their gaze. Your son will tell you how he had seen a most curious sight out on the road, a ferocious-looking old man in a tattered cloak on an ancient bicycle. You will feign illness and beg their forgiveness as you once again take to your bed. You climb the stairs to your chamber and once again collapse onto your bed, where you fall immediately into a troubled sleep. You begin to suspect your mistake out upon that moonlit path, but your mind reels at its meaning. The day breaks anew, and you pray that all is well, that you are awake at last, and shall hear and see no more of the nighttime haunts that worry your daylight hours. You dress and join your wife and son, and the breakfast salon is filled with sun and the fragrance of freshly baked confections. There is a light rap at the door. Rising, you recognize your neighbor, a man of no small means who has a hand in the affairs of the countryside and its maintenance. He tells you about some repairs to begin, on the split-rail fence that runs through the lane, and how the ferocious old man who lives across the meadow had taken a turn and crashed into the thing with his ancient bicycle. Your family takes this news in stride and makes no note of the fact that there is no split-rail fence on the lane, nor is there any ferocious old man across any meadow bordering your sizable estate. You make no apologies as you run from them, out the garden doors, through the orchard, and down to the lane. You run and run and run, and soon, impossibly, it is dark, and you see that split-rail fence running as far as the eye can see, up and down the lane. You run as fast as you can, for you can just see him up ahead, the ferocious old man pedaling fiendishly on his ancient bicycle. You see his coat-tails flapping in the breeze, and you know you must overtake him. You must pass him in the lane and never turn back the way you came. If you are to truly awaken, you must follow the lane to its end, where the split-rail fence is no more, and the ferocious old man has passed forever from view on his ancient bicycle, and the moonlight ceases to fall upon the path in such a way that you fail to notice that you are, in fact, still asleep.